What's good, Brad Squad? It's your boy, Jonathan Elias, and I'm here at Union Square in New York City, one of the main starting points of a rally held by grandmothers. Yeah, you heard me right, abuelas. Grannies Respond, also known as Abuelas Responden, is a grassroots group led by grannies that aims to shed light on the mistreatment of immigrant families due to the Trump administration's zero tolerance policy. So this policy has become very controversial because of its use of family separation. So the Grannies put together a 6-day caravan ride from New York to McAllen, Texas, where one of the biggest immigrant holding facilities is located. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna hold rallies in different cities and communities and also pick up abuelas that wanna join the movement. So this has become a national movement where they engage in 24 hours of volunteer work with different local organizations. We're gonna talk to the creators of this movement, and we also have to talk to the courageous and inspirational abuelas. Let's take a look.
Grannies are rising. You look right here, Oh, Granny, you're strong.
Why is it so important for you guys to stand your ground, speak your voice, and rally?
I'm a mom. They're grandparents and parents, and what's happening now is not what our country aspires to be.
I'm sad we have to do this, but I'm glad to be here and be part of this movement to try to change the course of policy.
Yes.
And it's horrific what's going on.
A lot of good people in this country, and we need to stand together.
Some of us are newer to the organizing field. Some of us are getting riled up. Some of us, it's our first time getting arrested for civil disobedience. Some of us have been arrested several times.
Yeah.
And so we're at a moment in the history of our nation where we have an opportunity to actually write history, W-R-I-T-E.
We are really pushing people to get out, take a stand, make a show. Whether they're grandparents, no matter who they are, get out, take a stand, because we just can't put up with this crap anymore.
The whole thing was originally my idea, but the women are the ones who actually made it happen. I threw out this idea on Facebook that we should get a bus full of grannies and go down to the border and teach these authorities how people are supposed to be treated. And the women started writing on my Facebook, well, I'll do it, okay, I'll go. This developed in 5 weeks. There's easily 25 to 30 women working on this. We have some really great national partners, like the Veteran Service Corps, from the veterans from Standing Rock are with us. Like if you peel back one layer of the onion, you won't find Move On or any other group. These women are doing it all.
You brought your husband, huh? So
I'm on the ride. I'm the only grandfather on the ride. I think there'll be a couple of others joining us. I think I'm also from Beacon, New York. Claire and I have been married for 41 years.
what are you guys going to do once you get to Texas?
Having a march, we may be doing some volunteer work in the immigration area there where immigrants are living because they need help.
Songs
We're singing some
and
songs.
try to buoy the spirits of the people that have been working on the ground down there.
So you guys are actually going to be taking grannies from other cities that want to join the movement?
Absolutely. Untold number of people at every location. We're stopping in 6 cities along the way, and we add to the caravan in every city. I think when we leave Houston, we're at least a 20-vehicle caravan. We've got other caravans have formed all over the country. We've got a caravan coming from Portland, Oregon, and Alaska. So
Wow.
we've got people coming from everywhere. My mother's here. I talked her into it.
Oh, so how do you feel about all this?
He asked me to come along, so let's do it together.
How proud are you as a mother to see your son start a whole national movement?
Very.
Yeah.
And everybody's telling me, and I said, oh, I know.
What's your immigration story?
I'm like a 3rd generation. We're a nation of immigrants. So I've been to Ellis Island many times looking at my history.
Jewish American, and my relatives came from Eastern Europe. They were such proud Americans. They're gone now, but they were such proud Americans. And I think they would be heartbroken to know that the things that they ran away from are happening here.
Family were Holocaust survivors. So are you marching for them and riding for them as well?
I am. You know, my parents came in 1938, went through Ellis Island, and for them I grew up saying, well, they said, we're Americans. We have to stand for the American values. So we really never talked that much about it, but they always said, just remember, because it can happen again. So when this happened, I said, wow, this just can't be. So it's in their memory as well that I'm fighting.
Talk to the immigrants out there from your heart.
You are not alone. We are in this together. This country is changing because you are here. You belong here. And the work that we need to do together to change our nation is to bring us together and to show the President of the United States that this is a nation of immigrants, Do not go back home unnecessarily. Do not give up your status. Whether you have papers or you don't have papers, you should be staying in this country.
I speak out to you to say that this is a place where you can find what you're looking for.
It's really hard to look at immigrants who are facing things like family separation and family deportation and imprisonment and incarceration, and to even know what to say. It's heartbreaking, and I'm so sorry this is happening, and we're not going to let it happen in our name.
I'm sorry, and just do your best and tell other people to help you. Ask other people, just like that's what we're trying to do.
There are many immigrants and there are many children that are being detained that are feeling helpless and hopeless. And I want to say to them that there are people that are Americans, that are U.S. citizens, that are working hard to change the situation for all of you, and we will not stop.
We want you here, we love you, and many of us will do whatever we can to keep you safe and end this horrible, unconscionable policy.
We are all immigrants, except for the American Indians, who we've also mistreated. We are all immigrants, and we deserve to have the life we can have.
I feel terrible that some of you have been separated from your children. We're working really, really hard. We are remembering what happened back in history to those that have seeking asylum, but we're just not going to stand by and let this happen anymore.
My message is we want to help. There's a lot of people out here who want to help. There's a lot of people out here who think this is wrong and inhumane. And the women that we're traveling with, they would break those cages down and take those children out with their bare hands if they could. People out there care. You're not alone. When we go to detention centers, we'll be singing as loud as we possibly can for those inside to know that they're loved and that there's people outside who are willing, who are ready to take you into our arms.
Well, there you have it, Brad Squad. Amazing, inspirational story here. This touched my heart because it reminded me of my grandmother. Rest in peace. I know that she would definitely do something like this. Even though she doesn't speak English, she came straight from Ethiopia, so I know she's looking down. She's happy that we're representing stuff like this right here. You see is the infamous caravan that's going to be going, and we have gotten word that we'll be getting reports from the abuelas as well, so you guys stay tuned for that. Back at the studio.